I'm coming at this with experience from other games such as Star Wars X-Wing Alliance and Star Wars X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter, and I suggest you try the X-Wing series of games if you haven't. The point of this is to create a more in-depth discussion about power management in general and give newcomers who haven't played these older games an idea of how it could, and I stress could, work out. Obviously, I'm not a dev and I haven't actually played the game, but I do think it will end up very close to this. Let's have an overview of the cockpit. The blue represents engines, the red represents weapons, and the green represents shields. You only have so much power to work with in total, 12 units worth in this picture. And you have to take power from some systems and apply them to others. So, in this example, the A-Wing pilot put a maximum amount of power, 8 units, to weapons, and the remaining 4 units to engines. They have also said in interviews maxing out one of your systems, engines, weapons, and shields, gives a special ability. You can check the GameSpot interview at 14 minutes and 40 seconds in the description to see this. As another addition, you can see directional buttons on each of the power management systems. Engines left, weapons up, and shields right. This means to me that the D-pad on the controller is where you manage your power. There is also a down arrow, which is likely to be reset power to the balanced state. You should think about this as your magazine. As you fire, it empties. To reload your magazine, you'll need to increase power to weapons or, potentially, move stored power from your shields to your weapons, weakening your shields but giving you some ammo to fire with. There is also the potential that if you were to have 0 units of power in weapons, you'd start to lose charge over time. This would mean the TIE fighter with no shields wouldn't have to share power to maintain shields, and would always have an advantage at keeping their laser charge filled and would have less to manage overall. This fits the interview video at 9 minutes and 15 seconds. This is pretty straightforward. The more power you have into engines, the faster you go, and it allows you to turn quicker. Shields work a lot like laser charge. As you take hits, your shields go down. To refill them, it will likely be based on how many units of power you have in your shields, as well as, potentially, moving power from your laser charge to your shield's faces. The more power you have in shields, the faster the recharge. Shields also have 2 faces, a front face and a back face. You'll likely be able to adjust this so that, for example, if you were doing a head-on with a TIE fighter, you'd be able to reinforce your front shield, leaving the back of your ship unshielded.